From Los Angeles, California, we have the Mad Scientist Party Hour. It was cutting in and out on my feed.
Oh, hello, friends! Welcome back to another episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My name's Kevin Kraft, and I'm joined by a man who ain't wearing no pants or undies. And he's currently beating off on what may be his final TikTok video. That's Geoff Clark.
Oh, wow. You're going to go right for the TikTok shots, huh? Low blow already.
And beaming to us from the International Space Station, the bearded booger-eating astronaut known as Shuddy Boy.
Yo.
Man. Okay. Does my video feed look like it's on a delay and kind of like slowed down? You guys look kind of fluid. When I'm looking at my camera angle, my face looks like it's a little bit behind, and it looks like I'm like you ate acid and looked at me, like there's trails.
Not
yeah,
really.
you got a little Bruce Leroy to you. Yeah, I feel like your feed has a little more latency to it.
I also have this laptop has a bitch ass camera. Kind of sucks.
Isn't it a new one or is it an old one?
This one,
not everybody is on a Mac like you are, Geoff.
Well, I'm on my old MacBook Air.
And we're on PCs, and I think my webcam sucks on this particular PC.
We need the Puminati to weigh in. I wonder if I have like the best camera feed because I'm on Mac. I haven't noticed.
Well, as soon as it gets dark there and you turn on that light behind you, nobody will be able to see you again.
Oh, look at that. Look how fast my hands are going.
Better than that.
No, you're in silhouette. There's a shadow on your face.
Oh, my camera's way better than your guys's.
Yes, that's what I fucking said.
Uh-oh. Shuddy's getting salty. Shuddy has no PS4 tonight. And he's already stinging.
I have nothing to do with my hands.
I'm telling you can finger blast your ass while you jack off.
Yeah. Edgy Shuddy. Why don't you just start edging? Release a little bit of the edge.
I might just end up smoking
video games.
Much marijuana.
Wait, was that a joint or was that a cigarette?
I have a cigarette in my hand. I put the joint on the table.
I want to see you blow through a pack of cigs like this is the 50s.
I got one cig in my
I don't
pocket.
smoke that much. I smoked a lot of cigarettes last week. I was really stoned last week.
You smoke more when you're stoned?
Yeah, I like the menthol-y taste in my mouth when I'm really high.
You know what? When I was a cigarette smoker, I was kind of the same way. I was a Marlboro Light guy, but when you're stoned, cigarettes are particularly tasty, and menthols feel nice.
I can go most of the day without smoking, but when I start getting super stoned, that's when I want cigarettes.
What about when you drink?
I don't really drink, so I can't say. When I did drink, yes, I always wanted a cigarette. I would smoke a pack a night on a bender.
Maybe
back when boys could be boys, you know?
Maybe, Shuddy, to fill the void of the PS4, you could take one of the kids' cell phones and play Candy Crush during the show. Or maybe you can get a fidget spinner.
A fidget spinner would make just as much noise as my PlayStation was making, and then we'd be back to the PlayStation.
Get a Super Nintendo.
I have a Nintendo, a Super Nintendo. There's also a Genesis, which I'm getting another Genesis. The problem is the cords aren't long enough.
Oh, yeah, back in the day when everybody just sat face-to-face with the TV to play their games.
Yep.
Why are you getting a second Genesis?
Well, because Bonesy is selling his to Dom. Dom only wants some of the games. And I said I would go in because my Genesis is packed away somewhere at my parents' house. It's not easily accessible.
Man, Dominic's been keeping it real since fucking 91, huh?
So Bonesy had some games that Dominic wanted, but Dominic, I'm not exactly sure why I had to become involved in the sale.
You're the broker.
I don't know if Bonesy wouldn't split it up and would only sell it as a set, or if it was just a scheme so I would pay shipping because I was getting most of the stuff. That's a joke. That is a joke. That's a joke. So Dom's getting 2 games and I'm getting like 6 or 8 games in a Genesis. So it's not, and it was a fair price. I'm still on a hunt for a fucking Game Gear though.
I tell you what, that modded out mini Super NES that I bought off of eBay, it has Game Gear on it. And I forgot how claustrophobic those games are. Like I wanted to play the Sonic that came out for Game Gear, and you are right up on Sonic. So you're running and like stuff comes out of nowhere. You have no time to react. It's framed very tightly, those Game Gear games.
Yes.
You should get an Atari Lynx.
I'm going to go through all the trouble of locating one and paying for one, and I'm going to play it for 5 minutes, and I'm going to be like, this is not as fun as I remember.
I think you'll make it 3.5 minutes before you reach that conclusion.
Probably.
Wait, aren't isn't it mostly for like collection reasons? You're actually looking to, think you're going to get a lot of enjoyment playing old video games?
See, the thing is, the Game Gear was like the coveted thing of my childhood. My younger cousin Scott had one, and we would always be hanging, every weekend we'd hang out with my mom's side of the family. So it was a big deal because I'd get to play Game Gear while we were together.
Why did Scott get everything?
I always wanted one, and my aunt was going to buy me one several times for my birthday, and my father squashed it and did not want me to have it.
Whoa.
How did that intel who leaked that intel to you?
Oh, I've known. My aunt was not, she's like, I tried to buy you one, but your dad wouldn't let me.
Fuck.
When did she tell you that?
It was constant.
I mean, like, did you know as a kid that your father...
I knew without a doubt as a child that the reason I didn't have one was because my father didn't want me to have one. Yes.
Man, you must have hated him, huh?
I can't wait to put that motherfucker in a home.
I was not allowed to get anything other than my NES until the PlayStation came out.
Was that just like a rule for the sake of making rules, or was there any logic behind it?
The logic was they didn't want me playing video games all the fucking time.
So while
but you had a video game system.
Yeah, but the Nintendo was not that interesting compared to my cousins who had Super Nintendos and Genesises and Game Gears and things like that. So I didn't really play a lot of my Nintendo.
Yeah, I'm so sick of Duck Hunt.
I would play Captain Skyhawk a bunch. That was a fun game that I would play into my teens. But
there's only so many times you can beat Bubble Bobble.
Then when I got the PlayStation, it was like NFL Game Day. That's when my love for those games kind of blossomed.
It's when the gamer and you just took off.
If you want to call it that, sure.
Man, I've been playing the fuck out of that Ghost of Tsushima game. On
Everyone
PS4.
loves it.
Dude, it's insane.
I have not seen any bad things about it.
It's so good. The only bad thing about it is I can't pry the controller out of my damn hands. I have to beat this game fast so I can get my life back.
I get into those. I haven't had it in the PlayStation for a while because I've been revisiting Rise of the Tomb Raider. But that's how I would get with the Final Fantasy VII remake. I'd sit down and be like, I'm only going to play for 15, 20 minutes, and the next thing I know, it's an hour and a half has gone by.
So have you beaten that yet?
I'm like, No, I'm 20 hours in,
Oh dang! I saw
so
that
I still have a
there.
while.
It's officially in development, full development for part 2 of it.
I really like it. This game has taken the stuff I like about the Final Fantasy games and fixed the stuff I hated.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I really don't like turn-based RPG video games. I've never really been able to get into them. I mean, other than Final Fantasy X, the only other one I ever really tried to play was Dragon Warrior. Back to, not having anything other than a Nintendo for a long time.
What's the Mount Rushmore of turn-based RPG games?
That's a question for Kevin, but I would probably say Final Fantasy VII, the original.
Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy VII is kind of like the sacred cow.
Of course.
I mean, there were.
Besides that, I meant.
I mean, turn-based. I feel like all of the Final Fantasy games were turn-based, except for the tactics ones.
Are you saying term? Like
Turn.
Turn.
So when you fight a bad guy, it's like playing Dungeons and Dragons. You get a turn to do one thing,
and then the bad guy
it's
gets
the
a
next
turn.
player's turn, or the bad guy.
You always go with the Griffin, then, right?
Yeah.
I send in my Peter Griffin.
That's what I know. That's how I know how to. Or that's what I know wins in Dungeons and Dragons.
There you
Griffin.
go. I'd be interested to see if Geoff could play Ghost of Tsushima, though. I don't know. You don't seem like an open world game kind of guy.
No, I'm not.
What the fuck is this? Nobody's even playing catch.
Is that
Where's the line of
Grand
spinach?
Grand Theft Auto is an open world.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever gotten as close to 50% to completing the Grand Theft Auto. Like,
I don't know if I have either.
Missions or whatever.
I beat Grand Theft Auto 4 and I beat the story mode in Grand Theft Auto 5.
So I've done, what did I get? I got Grand Theft Auto 3. And then the next one was Vice City, right?
Yep, 3, Vice City, San Andreas. I beat Vice City also.
I really liked Vice City, but I didn't beat it. I played more of that than I did Grand Theft Auto 3. And I bought the most recent one with like a half-baked idea to do like a Puminati MSPH gang, a digital gang.
I have
remember
a
that.
gang in Grand Theft Auto Online that none of the Puminati has joined. That is why I've stopped playing it.
We'll send them the link through Discord.
I would so be down for that.
We just drive around and do illegal shit. I mean, I'm mostly going to be chilling in the car listening to music, but I'll be the getaway driver.
I have a counterfeiting business. I want to buy a weed business. I just don't have anybody. Like I have this counterfeiting business, and I'm the only member of the gang, so I can't deliver any of the goods or steal any of the goods.
What am I going to do with all these counterfeit flashlights?
And when you do that kind of stuff in the in online, when you go and try and make deliveries, after like 2 minutes, it shows everybody else in the map where your goods are, and then they get money and points for destroying it. So like I'm out on a mission. I have 3 trucks still sitting there waiting to be delivered that just get destroyed.
Well, I'll come through and I'll handle logistics and distribution, but I want a fair cut, at least 35%.
I also have a motorcycle gang that I am the only member of.
I don't know if I want to be in your Sons of Anarchy.
Want to join the Lone Rangers?
No, everything is it's the Puminati, I believe.
The Lone Rangers. I love that movie.
That movie is so good.
You could have just derailed the entire podcast. Let's talk about Airheads.
You know what? I'll give Airheads its props. That's one of the driving forces that made me want to get into radio. Other than Howard, obviously. But after seeing that movie, it's like, oh man, that looks cool. Just goofing off all day, and you You got access to the prize closet where there's fucking concert tickets just chilling. Oh, no one's gonna notice one of these missing. Fucking.
How much did it prep you for the radio industry? Because they really hated the douchebag executive, and I don't know.
I've encountered a couple douchebag executives that I've hated.
Yeah, you're seasoned.
Any with
You're a vet.
ponytails like Michael McKean had in Airheads.
No, but that corniness transferred to a different element. Like if you traded the ponytail for something else, that character would be just as effective. You'd be like, oh, look at this fucking douchebag. Is someone watching TV? What the hell is that?
No, they're in the kitchen.
Oh,
Handling business. It sounds like.
yeah. That's Shuddy's counterfeit ring in action.
Yeah, that's.
Let's all be quiet for a second and see where they're hiding the fleshlights.
Zach and Sharon printing hundreds. We can almost
We're getting
hear
the
it.
inside scoop. We're getting it.
I'll mediate the situation.
All right, so the bills say, "In Shuddy we trust," right? Man, Shuddy, we have to get you a studio.
I was thinking that today too.
Yeah, it's like there's two podcasts happening at the same time right now.
All right, I'll mute it.
It's a real lot of chatting for not a lot of production back there. There's not a lot of counterfeit bills being made.
Man, so now Shuddy can't play PlayStation and he can't talk. We get to just watch Shuddy go insane.
Yeah, he just
What
gets
am I
to
going to
do
fidget
Rose-
with?
He just gets to do Rose from Titanic poses.
Oh, yeah. We can play strip letterbox D game. And every time Shuddy loses, he has to take an article of clothing off.
Just mime all your opinions and takes.
No. Oh, man. I think the screen just fucking recalibrated from that whiteness. Man, you're as pale as me. Holy shit.
My chest doesn't get a lot of sunlight.
Apparently not. Oh, my goodness. Hey, another reason for people to go check this out on YouTube.
Yep. We got some Shuddy areolas.
We didn't promote that too heavily, I don't think.
The YouTube?
Yeah.
No, we didn't because we weren't sure we were going to do it during the episode.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You weren't 100% sold on the idea.
Yeah, I know.
Sold you.
I mean, Rob talking about how like a huge part of his hits come from YouTube. Figure it might not hurt to give it a shot and see what's up, but it seems like maybe because we didn't promote it, it didn't get a ton of hits. And I was like, oh man, well, what if this fucking siphons off our download numbers? But I don't know. We're running loose. We're running without a safety net. We are free roaming scientists. So we don't even have to worry about fucking download numbers anymore.
Just with the internet as our playground.
By
This
the
is
way,
our open world, right? This is what open world means?
pretty much. I correct myself because I unknowingly gave out fake news last week's episode. I said that we're off Riotcast, but the email accounts are staying open. That lasted about 2 days before I got the email saying, hey, we are dissolving the Riotcast emails. I was like, fuck. So I had to take a couple days to, siphon or shift the accounts and login infos and stuff. But yeah, our email account has changed. So if you want to shoot us emails from this point going forward, it's madscientistpartyhour@gmail.com.
No
So
more
there you go.
Riotcast email.
No more. Nope. No mas.
Did they
almost
tell you
vomited.
different information at first and then switch it up?
No, I thought part of the deal was Rob was like one of the parts of the contract was that Rob's account stays open, but I may have hallucinated that. So let me see, because let me check this email real quick and see what's up. Oh,
I just leave all the big decisions, network decisions to you, Kevin. You tell me what's best, and I'll be there.
Well, I don't know. I always hit you guys up.
Yeah, that's true. You keep us in the know.
Well, we do have our first email from the new account. And it might be one we've done before. But
is it how-to steps on how to best use your Gmail account? Because I think that's typically the first email that you get.
No, somebody managed to get in before it with, would Geoff suck a dick?
What's
Wonderful.
up, bitch? It's time to find out what it would take for Geoff Clark to suck a dick. Oh, yeah.
So, oh wow, the dragon just appears in a mist of smoke.
Yeah. It's candle smoke. I blew out a candle over there off camera. I blew it out, and then I put it in this direction.
Nice. I like the theatrics. I appreciate it. So, I'm thinking we've done this one before, but this is from Mike in Albuquerque. And he says, "What's up, fellas? Just wanted to help break in the new email address. Would Geoff rather suck a dick or be late to every event, occasion, or engagement the rest of his life, including work, dates, interviews, games, everything?" He'll be familiar with this one. He ignored it in the Slack channel. Keep on pooping. Mike in Albuquerque, who has since made the migration to the what he calls the Discord channel.
Nice. Yeah, Slack is done. But if you tag me in Slack and you're still hanging out in there, I feel like I address it. Maybe this is something from a while ago and it got lost in the shuffle, but he knows it's a good one because he knows how much I hate being late.
But you're late for everything, so it wouldn't even make a difference.
I'm not late for anything, you son of a bitch.
There's many times we've gone to do the podcast, and you're like, okay, well, let me just go get my food and eat it, and then we'll start.
We have a staggering start time to MSPH every week. We start at different times. You ran a little bit late. I wouldn't even call it late. You just had some stuff on your end you had to take care of.
Yeah, I had some tech hookups on the day job.
I never check in later than 6:30, right?
I could also remember
That's my point.
Many times where when we were allowed to actually go out in public and do stuff, let's say we were going to go out to a bar at like 6 or go to a movie, and we're like, all right, the movie starts at this point, we got to be out of here by this time. The second that time rolls around, you're like, oh, okay, let me go put some clothes on, take a shit, brush my teeth. It's like, Geoff, you're supposed to do that stuff leading up to it, so when that time comes, you can leave.
I don't know specifically what you're talking about. I thought I had an excuse ready. I was just going to blame traffic, but now you're saying that I am unwashed and I have things to do when I already meet you? Is that what you're saying?
I can remember a couple of times when we were supposed to go out to see a movie here in L.A., in Hollywood.
God
And
damn it, Kevin. We've been friends for like 9 years.
yeah.
I'm not always late, you son of a bitch. I think just you remember the worst times. You remember the worst of me, and you don't remember the best of me. And that's a frustrating quality that you have that I have to deal with.
You know what's frustrating about you is your never on timeness.
My lack of punctuality? I think that's wrong because if that were true, I would be very pissed off and angry at myself. I hate being late. I hate it. And that's why this guy asked me the question. But I don't hate it as much as I don't hate it so bad as though I would suck a dick to never be late again.
But think about it. If you're late to work every day, you're probably going to get fired. And then you're going to have to go on an interview to find a new job. And you're going to be late for the interview. And then if you get the job, you're going to be late every day.
So here's the thing. I was taught being on time is super important. So that's why I'm on time. But at every job that I've worked at, there's been that guy or that girl who's been late. And I've never seen that person get fired for being late, ever. Have you?
I guess not. I don't really. I guess you know what? Because I don't work at a job where that's really an issue. Like, obviously, it's very important for me to be at work for the 3 hours that the radio show is live.
Yeah. What if you show up at like 2:30?
That would probably be an issue. And if it happened multiple times, I would get fired. All the stuff that I have to do to get the show ready, there's nobody keeping an eye on me. It's just a matter, does Kevin get his work done? Is everything being done properly? And is the show suffering negatively because he's not getting shit done on time? And that's never been the case. So, I don't know if I've ever been around anybody at SiriusXM other than Benji on the Stern Show, who's late all the time. And he came very close to getting fired. He used to sit in studio with Howard, and they booted him out of the studio. He was late so many times. Now he's in like the intern bullpen.
Was he late to the show?
Yeah.
Like the whole show or just like the pre-production?
Late to the show and pre-production. And there were times where he would be running down the halls, like full sprinting, coming around, like darting around corners, face planting into people and shit, and like just getting into his seat right as, the opening theme was starting. And which Howard counted as being late. Like, you shouldn't be getting here a split second before the show actually goes live. You should be getting here early to get all your ducks in a row and all that.
Howard Stern's on Coughlin time, which is something you're not familiar with because you're not a football fan. But this old New York Giants football player, you'll know this name, fined Michael Strahan, who was a Hall of Fame football player, fined him when he was like pretty much already a Hall of Famer for not being 15 minutes early to a meeting. Like Michael Strahan showed up 10 minutes early and it wasn't 15, so Coughlin fined him, and they called it Coughlin time.
Well, I think at that point, it's just, that's the time. If you have to be there 15 minutes before the meeting starts, like if the meeting's at 5 and you have to be there at 4:45, meeting starts at 4:45.
Right.
Adjust your alarm clock accordingly.
It was also his first year as coach, and it was like an unwritten rule, right? It like he posted meeting at 5:00, but like you're supposed to know that you got to be there 15 minutes early. But like it was his first year, so no one knew. So he just got mad and fined the Hall of Fame football player.
How much did he fine him?
Like, it's ridiculous. Like it'd be like if Howard Stern like punished Fred for not being 15 minutes early. Just like what the fuck are you doing, dude? It made no sense.
How much did he get fined? What was the penalty?
I don't know. It was probably he's making millions of dollars, so it's probably like $15,000-$20,000. So chump change to him, but like.
So who was this guy again that fined him? Was he the coach?
His name is Tom Coughlin. He was the coach.
Okay, so the coach can at any point just be like, "You owe me $10,000 for any infraction." Like if someone farts,
either the team or the league. It doesn't like go right to the coach's pocket. But yeah,
it'd be like, you know what? I don't like your fucking haircut today. That'll be $5,000, please. He couldn't do that, right?
No. I mean, there's like, it's like written in the contract, the team player agreements, like what the coach can and can't punish the player for. Other like responsibilities are passed down to the are handled by the whatchamacallit, the front office, the general manager themselves, the executives. Check my car.
Oh man, there's just drama.
Check my car.
Drama all over the place today.
Hold on. Yeah, no, I you see, Cheech is looking for the dog leash to walk Allie. I was the person that walked Allie in the morning, and for whatever reason, I get really high before I walk my dog, and for whatever reason, I think I got high and left my dog leash in my car.
Do you drive to give your dog a walk?
No. So, all right. So hold on. So let me walk you through this. So
Maybe there's like a bag of dog shit where the leash should be, and you threw the leash in the trash.
that's a fair concern.
Oh,
no, so what
the
happens
fuck is
is
this?
if my dog takes a shit after we pass a public trash can, I gotta take the shit with me to my trash can. My trash can is is in my remote garage area, remote parking area, which is in my car. So to get to my garbage, I go through my garage, into my car, open the garage, throw the shit back into the car. Throw the shit into the trash can, and then I go and put my garage key back into my car. But I think when I did all that, I left my leash in there for no one to find.
You threw your garage key in the trash, and then put the piece of shit in your center console, and then shoved the leash up your ass.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I'm too high for this. So wait,
something like that.
Don't you walk your dog at like 6 a.m. or something crazy like that?
Yeah.
So do you wake and bake every day?
Mostly, yeah.
Man,
unfortunately, it's something I wish that I didn't do.
It's something I wish I could do.
Why can't you?
I'll be exhausted all day until I go to bed.
I've been drinking more coffee, so that's kind of how I combat the fatigue, or just getting high and sleepy. But what I'm good about, I smoke a bowl in the morning. Usually, and then I won't smoke until night. I'm really good at not smoking during the day now, so it's a step in the right direction, I think.
Do you feel like you're dragging ass when you wake and bake throughout the day, or does it not really affect you?
It hasn't affected me now. I'm doing like 2 jobs now. I'm doing a lot more. I'm doing a lot of like sports gambling writing. Had like a mini breakthrough, which is kind of nice. I get to write a daily sports betting piece for hoopshype.com.
So are the bets if there's going to be a game the next day or not? Can I put money on that?
No, they don't set Vegas odds for that. They just set them for the games that are scheduled. But
can I bet on which player is going to get COVID next?
Not at the sports book that I write for, but yeah, there's some like exotic odds and lines out there where you can surely bet. I think at Bovada, you can bet like if the baseball season will finish or if it'll be canceled.
Oh man.
Yeah. I think it's still a favorite to finish, but it's close. It's like a coin flip.
Man. I saw in the news that Shuddy's homie got it. The head coach of the Eagles.
I didn't see that. Doug Peterson? Is that guy? I'll go to my phone.
Eddie the Eagle. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I saw that they're the Eagles head coach because it's the only reason it stuck in my head because Shuddy's always E-A-G-L-E-S Eagle.
That's the Jets thing. Holy shit. Good call, Kevin. Philadelphia Eagles head coach Doug Peterson tests positive for COVID-19.
Oh, I am the fucking sports master. Suck on my dick!
I've done a real good job of blocking out all the COVID news and just keeping it mostly sports. So that's my excuse for not seeing this. But nice. Thanks for keeping me informed.
That's what I'm here
Kraft,
for.
Keep me informed on sports news. Holy shit.
Yeah, I have my finger on the pulse of that whole industry.
I wonder where he's based out of. I guess it would be Philadelphia Eagles, but
Bryn Mawr.
Maybe he doesn't live in Philadelphia. Is Philadelphia like surging Pennsylvania on the rise with coronavirus? I thought it was starting to hit the Midwest.
It's a good question. Yeah, I don't know.
We need our Pennsylvania correspondent, Shuddy Boy here, but
He's like, look, I gotta drop a guy in a barrel full of acid real quick, and I'll be back. His crime syndicate is just getting out of control.
I think that guy is actually his family member too.
Oh man.
Because of sports, Kevin, I don't have a lot to add to this podcast. I'm happy that Mike from Albuquerque asked the "Would Geoff suck a dick?" question. The only note that I can even contribute here is that it looks like the MSPH Sports Betting Monday curse is back on.
Oh no! Oh no! What happened this time?
I'm trending to lose half a paycheck.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude. This is what happens when you bet LeBron. You know what?
It's basketball?
Yeah. Which I was killing. I was killing basketball before the restart. Or before the shutdown, excuse me. And apparently I was just running a little hot/lucky because I am getting ran over. I've gotten some pretty bad beats.
Fuck.
And I've lost all my baseball winnings. I was killing it in baseball, and I've lost all of them. So,
oh my God,
it's terrible.
You need to bet on something you have like a little bit more control over,
like stock market. It's a bear market.
If you say
Jeffy
so.
day trader. Is that what you're saying?
Buy. No. Wait. Sell. Give me $1 billion worth of Apple, please. Man, I might know even less about stocks than I do about sports, and that's fucking embarrassing.
They're both gambling anyways. So if I care so much about sports and I know as much as I do about it, you got to think that would be a better place to put my money than stock market.
Yeah.
And I'm all out of places to put my money. What do people do with it? Do they save it? Shuddy bought property.
Let me get $50 worth of Ethereum. A little fucking cryptocurrency joke for you there, Geoff. Man, I am sweating my tits off. It's so hot in here. Oh my God. I tried running my AC on like full blast before the show started so I could kill it in time. I did get, and I think it might have been suggested by somebody in the now defunct Slack channel, put a link in Amazon to these scarf-looking things, these fucking rectangles of cloth, and if you like snap them, they get all cold and shit, and you can cool yourself down with it.
Did you buy some?
I did.
What are they called? Do they work as advertised?
I haven't used it yet.
Okay. Maybe that's what we should do in this podcast.
All right.
Oh, Shuddy's back.
Oh, and he looks pissed. Do you have to punch a couple fools?
No.
Did you commit domestic violence?
Mm-mm.
I just got 5 minutes of PlayStation in the other room. I got my fix.
Shuddy, believe it or not, and you could review the film if you want now, we spent a lot of time talking football when you were gone.
Oh, yeah.
Of course you did.
I have nothing else to talk about. I crowbarred it on him. I taught Kevin about Coughlin time, and we said that we discussed maybe how Howard Stern has Coughlin time, and we talked about Doug Peterson tested positive for COVID.
Having the COVID.
Kevin broke that news to me. I didn't even know it.
How did you not know that? It was announced yesterday, I want to say.
I mean, I've just been in a fucking gambling hole watching just straight basketball. I haven't been getting on a news.
As opposed to gay basketball?
Sure.
Jeff's been in the backyard betting on snail races.
What was that you just got, Kevin?
So, we were just talking about these things that I bought off of a Puminati suggestion in Slack a couple weeks ago. Supposedly, these things, you get them wet, I think, and then you go, ooh, oops, almost knocked the mic over. You snap it, and then it's supposed to get super, super cool and stay cool, and you can because I'm sweating my dick off. It's been so hot in Studio City lately, and when the AC's not blasting, I'm just drenched with sweat. Like, I can already tell my forehead's all fucking shiny in this damn video. But I'm going to test this shit out.
Yeah,
Maybe I
we
should
want
look at the
Kevin to cool down.
instructions.
It's not fair that he has to
Stop that,
face
Jeff.
damn near heat stroke just to produce hours of content we all get enjoyment from.
Let's see. When did these things... Oh, wow. These got delivered July 21st. 4-pack of cooling towels. Microfiber towel. Oh, it's perfect for hot flashes. That's good news for me. You soak the water, soak it in water, wring it out, and then the magical cooling effects can last up to several hours. All
Sounds magical.
Let's give this magic a shot.
Kevin, just keep all your clothes on. I wonder, did he say it was machine washable?
He did not mention how it had to be washed.
Oh, all right, cool. He didn't cover that. Well, I guess I'm
he's
wondering
had them for 2 weeks, and this is the first he's trying it.
Right.
Am I understanding that correctly, or did I miss him saying that he's used them already?
I think that's accurate.
So is this the first time you're trying it, Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you had him for 2 weeks, though.
Yep. I don't know if I'm doing this right. It didn't come with any sort of instructions.
It looks fucking stupid.
It feels stupid. I feel like a fucking jerk off.
You don't look right. Yeah, exactly. Use it as an ascot.
There we go. Do I look cool?
Oh, you look very cool.
You look Parisian.
Ooh la la.
Yeah. You look like you really enjoy soup.
I do enjoy soup.
Well,
It's
you're
working.
dressed like it.
It's working. Like, this just feels like I have a fucking wet rag on me. I don't get what this...
Oh, wait. Is that how you think you're supposed to use it?
I have no idea. Like, am I supposed to rat tail myself with this thing?
It came with no instructions whatsoever.
No, it was just these fucking things in a bag.
Do you remember who told you to use those?
No. I wonder if I should have washed these first. Before I just
was
put it all over
asking
my
if it's
face.
machine washable, as in like they're multi-use.
I mean, if these things are disposable, that is a tremendous waste.
Were they expensive?
No. It's like a 4-pack for $15 or something. Man, I feel like a fucking jerk off. This is so stupid.
It's only a $15 error.
Is it working though?
It
Are
just
they
feels like I got a
cooling?
wet rag on me. I got wrap this around my fucking face. What am I supposed
What
to
are
do?
they called?
It doesn't even have a fucking name. It's just got a generic Amazon listing. It's called 4-Packs Cooling Towel. Ice towel, comma, microfiber towel, comma, soft breathable chili towel, stay cool for yoga, comma, sport, gym. Fuck. It's got good reviews though.
It's one of those Amazon basic things.
Yeah. Ring. Oh man, they even spelled the instructions wrong. The first step is supposed to be soak, but it says sock. Step 1, sock. Step 2, ring. Step 3, snap. I did that. I did all of those. You saw it. It's documented. It's on fucking video.
Yeah, YouTube is about to see it.
You know what? I'm going to stuff it down my shirt so it gets on my nips. Woo! Oh, that's refreshing. All right, I think we figured it out. Oh! Well, that's quite nice. All right. They should put nipples in one of those commas. Microfiber towel,
don't-
comma, nipples, comma, soak rag.
And can you or can you not do that exact same thing with a towel?
I know. I remember seeing infomercials for these back in the day and be like, look at this stupid fucking shit. And then my goofy ass buys them.
Let's be honest, though. I mean, that's not the last or the first or the last stupid purchase you're going to make.
Oh yeah, I will make many more.
And at least this one is rooted in logic and I guess good intention. It's fucking hot up there, dude. It's hot in
nasty.
Studio City.
All right, well, I watched a movie. I don't think there's anything that has come out in the past week. There was no like the rental of the week because I saw that did a two-peat. That was the number one movie again. But HBO Max is putting out the new Seth Rogen movie where he's gets trapped in pickle brine and preserved for 100 years. You seen the trailer for that?
I thought I did. Is
An
that
American Pickle?
Are you explaining where he's an old? There's like I thought there was a version of he's an old rabbi, and then it's just him.
Yeah,
Like-
pretty much. It's like
So like
100 years
like
ago, Seth Rogen gets frozen in time and then meets his relative 100 years later, and they're identical.
okay,
So that comes out in a couple of days. But I watched something else that's been out. I never got a chance to watch it, and I finally pulled the trigger because it's a long movie. And when I opened it up in Hulu, I guess whoever has the Hulu account added HBO Max to it. So I get that now. There's a 3-hour director's cut of Dr. Sleep. The
Sequel to The Shining.
To The Shining, yeah. And I'd heard good things. When I first saw it, I was like, I know it's based... I know Stephen King wrote the book sequel to The Shining, and that's what they're adapting. But does The Shining really need a sequel? So I kind of slept on it, and I saw it was getting good reviews, and I know people that saw it and said it was great. And when I saw the 3-hour version, I was like, well, fuck. I might as well invest the extra 25 minutes in time and watch the director's cut. And it was sick. I really liked it.
I'm trying to pull it up on IMDb right now.
I mean, were you a fan of The Shining?
Yeah, movie kicks ass.
I've never seen it.
So,
Oh,
why would you watch Dr. Sleep if you've never seen The
Exactly.
Shining? So watch
I had
The
no
Shining.
interest.
Oh man, is
Well,
this
but-
scaredy Shuddy? Are you scared to watch The Shining?
It was not. No, it's just I started to watch it one day and then did something else. Like it was on basic. It was on cable.
you should really like go back and watch it. You should put this into like a similar like category and look at it in a similar way as going back and listening to Wu-Tang Clan. Like this is an absolute super massive classic. Of course, you know that. And there's a lot of references.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many people have told you it's a great movie? You just think they're all wrong?
No, it's not that. It's just not something that I've been like, okay, now I'm going to sit down and watch The Shining.
You should dedicate half a day and just do a double feature and bang them out.
No one's ever been like, hey, let's watch The Shining. And I've been like, oh, no way.
You have to be
Yeah.
that person, Shuddy. Like, I was the person, nobody in my life ever watched Top Gun or nobody, even in all the years you and I were hanging out, Shuddy, never once were you like, hey, you know what, we should watch Top Gun right now. I took it upon myself to watch Top Gun.
Because, yeah, it's not a movie that when you're with a group of people, you're like, let's watch Top Gun.
Okay.
It's more like, let's watch something dumb and stupid and get super high, which is what I did yesterday night.
You
But
got high and watched Top Gun?
Continue talking about... No, got super high and watched something dumb.
Oh, well...
So you finish Dr. Sleep, and then I'll do my review.
I thought Dr. Sleep had some cool shit. The only thing I didn't like about it is the little psychic girl in it. Her name is Abra. It's like, oh my God, could that be any more on the fucking nose?
Was her last name Kadabra?
I think it was Stone, but like, come on. Don't name... In a movie with like psychic powers and magic and shit, don't name somebody Abra. Too on the fucking nose. pretty much my only gripe with it, though. It had a really cool story. The callbacks and stuff worked. It kind of stood on its own as a horror / suspense movie. I thought Ewan McGregor was kick ass, and it starts back like 40 years in the past, and they do some callbacks to the original movie pretty early on, and they didn't do the de-aging thing or a Snapchat filter to like put Shelley Duvall's face on like a younger actress and recreate it. They found this woman who looks like a young Shelley Duvall, and
oh no,
it worked. It was good. Like
I should have just killed her. The character, I mean.
They like well no, because there's parts that take place after the events of the first Shining that they show. So and they even so Shuddy, you won't know the reference, but whenever Shelley Duvall is getting chased, she does this silly like flail with her arms. She like
Oh, I've seen memes of that. Yes, yeah, I'm familiar with that.
She runs all like flopsy and shit. And there's a part in the movie where the mom gets scared and runs, and she even has like the flopsy Shelley Duvall rundown. It was awesome.
She probably trained to do that. It probably didn't come naturally.
Yeah, nobody can run like Shelley Duvall without tremendous practice.
Yes.
I don't know. You walk weird.
Yeah, try and walk like me. We got video. Do your best impression of Kevin walking. Let's see if you can do it with no practice.
All right.
Oh man, looks like a T-Rex.
I know.
Meow 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 meow.
But the thing is, when I have seen you walk like that, when we've been really wasted and in the process of going to do something stupid, that's like your
up to no good.
That's like
walk.
your evil genius walk. Like your
I definitely have a special walk for when I'm up to no good.
Yeah, like when I get to when this walk ends at my destination, there's something bad at the end.
Usually,
there's
from my
something
perspective,
suspect.
I know reformed Kevin. I don't know retro Kevin like you do. So usually when I see him walk like that, he's going to get hit a volcano bag.
Well, there's nothing treacherous about that.
No, that's not treacherous. That's like what used to be your mischief walk is now your volcano walk.
Well, maybe it's just when I'm being careful. Because when I'm up to mischief, I don't want to get caught, so I'm being careful. And when I'm about to take a hit of the volcano bag, I want to make sure I do it right. I don't want to break anything. I don't want to knock anything over. So I turn into Mr. Burns T-Rex, and I'm careful.
Sure, whatever, Kevin. You walk like a weirdo. That's the point.
No, whatever. You can eat my shit, Geoff.
Well, everyone just... How I impersonated Kevin walking, I nailed it. YouTube just caught it for the first time, how you walked. Actually, you walked back and forth. They saw your cheese dick walk.
What, today?
Yeah.
Oh, when I walked over the sink, was I looking like Mr. Burns?
Yeah.
You know what
you looked like you were hiding something in the sink.
Oh, no. I got to get one of those fucking man bra things that they advertise on TV that like
you do.
Pulls your shoulder blades back so I can just have good posture. Oh, no more saggy tits.
One of a former coworker of mine has one of those, like and would wear it obviously at his desk job, so he just sit up all proper.
But did he look like like when a toddler first learns to stand up and they puff their chest out to like keep their balance? Did he look all ridiculous like that, or did he just wow, dude's got good posture today?
No, I mean he was noticeably stiff and like straight up. It wasn't like one of those things where it was really exaggerated though and weird.
Huh. Did you see his strap?
He looked like he had like one of those cop gun vests, like you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, holster straps.
Yeah. I was like looking for like a 6-shooter on his side. Like
what? Is he wearing a fucking wire?
Yeah, it looked like a fucking cop, honestly. And but no, it was just to help his posture. It wasn't loaded.
And you could see his bra lines and stuff. That's embarrassing. I don't want to be walking around looking like I'm wearing a fucking bra. Although it might be a good time to do it now in lockdown.
He wore it on the outside at like the desk
job.
Oh,
he didn't even put it underneath his shirt?
No, it was like something he was just like open about. He didn't. He's like, yeah, I want to make sure my posture is good while I'm sitting down all day, which made kind of sense. It was
all right,
like,
here.
All right, yeah.
I'm gonna try and just naturally have good posture, and I'll walk towards the camera, and you guys tell me if I nail it.
Okay.
I hope you ruin this.
If you
just be natural.
Face.
Did I look like a normal man?
Well, if you maybe didn't have those watermarks on your shirt, you wouldn't have looked like such a slob doing it.
Oh, fuck! God damn it.
I was like, what the fuck did he get on his shirt? And then I remembered you had the wet towel on your neck.
Well,
thank God this is all on video.
They smell like jizz.
Honestly, your camera and your PC sucked so bad that it was tough. I couldn't even.
Yeah, it might be.
Your walk, it was tough to make out if it was good, bad, or whatever.
I might have to see if I can slot in the new MacBook into this setup here. Because the camera on that thing, fucking tits. That thing rules.
Yeah, but it's hooked up for your for the Ellis show stuff, right?
No, that's they sent me a corporate laptop for that. The camera on that is just as bad as the camera on this, which sucks because they put up all these video clips. Like I broke chopsticks with my ass for TJ Miller, and I look like my video feed is on a Super Nintendo, and everybody else looks crystal clear. But see, the thing is, we have so many, like we were talking about this, I think, in the Easter egg. In order to get the audio to Shuddy on the laptop and from Shuddy on the laptop, and the audio of like the theme music and voicemails and shit from the iPad, there's this intricate network of plugs going in and out of mixers, into computers, into recorders. It's a giant convoluted fucking mess. And you know how the Macs, they stopped putting USB ports and disk drives and everything. It's all those lightning ports now. It's nothing but lightning ports. So I would have to then add another adapter to this. And I'm worried that by plugging all of this intricate network of poop into a dongle, it'll further degrade the audio quality.
I think it's fair and understandable for you to assume the worst about anything technological or technology-wise that you would do. I think your track record for tech things is bad enough where that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, that's a valid concern.
Speaking of bad track records.
Oh, well, here, let me just wrap up.
Sure am going to lose.
Dr. Sleep real quick. 4.5 dicks.
Oh, my God. So, wait.
I really enjoyed it. What did you just throw?
Just threw my phone over on my bed. I'm sick of looking at it. It's stupid. It's brought me bad news all fucking day. Actually, it hasn't. I've been watching the bad news on TV, but I wasn't able to with my recent bet. So I'm mad at my phone. And I need to throw it. So I threw it at a cushion.
All right.
Smart, right? I don't want to compound my loss. I'll tell you that. Old Geoff, he would have done that. You know how many computers I've fucking broken over online poker?
Oh,
God
how many? Damn it.
2. Which is more than you should, right?
Yeah. Yep. 2 more than you probably should.
So what, you like lost a hand on the river and then just picked your laptop up and snapped it over your knee?
Oh yeah, I've done the putter throw. Well, no, I've never snapped it on my knee. I've done the putter throw or the fucking Gronk spike.
So, but then don't you? Oh no, I was gonna say if you smash your computer, aren't you digitally still at the poker table? So you're just paying in antes and folding. and losing
No,
more
it's when
money?
I'm eliminated that the computer gets broken.
Okay.
And here's the funny thing is that like I broke when I broke the computers was when I was still somewhat newer into gambling. So I've broken like a $1,500 computer over like a $50 loss. And like now I'm up to the point where I've lost like when I was really good at poker and I won money, I've lost like 4,000 or 5,000 in a day and like went to dinner. You know what I mean? Like it not being a big thing. But I broke my computers over seriously like losing like I think I lost a $20 game once and just like chucked my shit against the wall. I was furious.
So you were down like $2,020 on that hand then?
$1,520. $1,520.
Were you about to make some sort of announcement, Geoff, before you threw your phone? Or was
No,
that it? You
no,
just
it
saw
was the
something on your phone and got bummed out?
That I'm
Continue.
terrible.
His MSPH luck is back.
It's back.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'd won money last week. I'd won a lot of money, and that was sick. This week, right back to normal. We're right back in the swing of things. It feels good.
Curse is back.
No, it doesn't.
Shuddy, what did you get stoned and watch that was silly or stupid?
I got super baked last night, and we watched the Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Oh, yeah. I feel like Nice and Baked is the way to watch that. That's what I did. I snuck the weed lean into the theater and made myself a potion.
I quick smoked 3 bags of the volcano while I watched it.
Oh.
I was ripped, and it was silly. I probably would not have enjoyed it so much if I was sober. I don't think Sharon enjoyed it.
It's definitely a movie that benefits from the viewer being a diehard Kevin Smith View Askew-niverse fan.
Yeah, getting all of it was full of references.
Yeah.
Wall to wall.
And being stoned for sure helps. But by the way, happy 50th birthday to Kevin Smith. I think he turned 50 yesterday.
Oh, wow. Happy 50th birthday. Also, well, happy 38th birthday to you, friend.
Who? Me?
You. We didn't cover it last week.
Oh, well, thanks, man.
You're welcome.
It's 38. It's not exactly one anybody has to stress about.
I feel ya. Where did we lose Geoff to?
Oh, this motherfucker! He's fucking taunting me again. This rat bastard.
It's great that everybody's gonna get to see this.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna mock how Geoff walks. Watch this.
Now I'm the only one talking. They're both doing weird walks, so you'll have to check out YouTube.
There, how do you like it, Geoff? Gave you a taste.
I look like Conor McGregor, and Conor McGregor is a winner. You looked like a fucking creep. I feel fine about how that exchange went.
So, Shuddy, what did you have any additional thoughts on Jay and Silent Bob reboot?
Like I said, I was super, super high, and I loved it. And in the condition I was in, I definitely rate it 4 stars because I laughed. I enjoyed it.
4 dicks, please.
Yep. Sorry, 4 dicks. I will suck 4 dicks for that movie.
Wow.
There we go. Nice and clean. We got it, Geoff. We got it.
Yep. Cut that out. Publish that on another playlist on YouTube.
It was a lot of fun to watch. And we also watched the first episode of Perry Mason on HBO Max.
Was that your final one too? Because that's how it played out for me.
No, I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot.
Wait, is this the original or did they reboot it?
They rebooted it. It has John Lithgow in it.
Oh, I like him.
What the fuck? He was in The Americans, this guy. Hold on.
Well,
Matt Rice.
Yeah. Matt Rice.
I don't know if that's how you say it, so you
or
might want to...
Reese. It's RHYS.
That's annoying, right?
I think that's Reese.
As a Jeff Clark, I find that name hard and frustrating.
Yeah, you should change your name to Jeff Reese.
I enjoyed it a lot. It's got Shea Wiggum in it.
Oh man,
He makes an appearance in the first episode and is very good.
he kicks ass in everything he does. That
Yeah,
man's a
it
treasure.
was very enjoyable.
He feels like the 2020 Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, because I feel like anytime he's on screen, even if he's a bad guy, it's just comforting. It's like, I like watching this dude. He kicks
this
ass.
This movie's probably going to be good.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, like
Even if this movie sucks dick, it'll be good whenever this guy pops up.
for sure. He'll never exactly. If you just use a little bit of Shea Wiggum, I don't even know if that's how you say it, but that's how I'm saying it. Shea Wiggum. You just sprinkle him in every movie. Your movie is going to get a quarter of a dick to a half dick better. That's his wins over replacement.
It says that on his business card. It says Shea Wiggum penis enlargement, guaranteed a quarter to half inch dick growth.
And the guy who played the Russian guy in the Watchmen show, Red Scare.
Oh, okay.
He's in it.
All right.
It's a lot of fun. It's a period piece. It takes place in the 30s.
Was the original Perry Mason in the 30s?
The book might have been.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I didn't even know that this was a thing. I didn't even know you guys both had HBO Max. You guys are fucking blowing my mind tonight.
The first Perry Mason book was written in 1933.
I'm on the case of some dames. Yeah.
And I don't know when the original. Let's see when the original was in 1957.
So are they doing? Did they drop like? God damn you, Geoff! I don't walk like that. Did they drop like the whole season, or is it doing episode week by week?
Episode week by week.
Yeah. Oh, I'm very surprised you didn't watch something, Shuddy, that I watched.
What did you watch?
And this is going to probably get me in hot water. All right, what's up,
real
Geoff?
quick? Let me just check you on something, Kevin, and the whole HBO Max thing. HBO is a Clark brand. It is one of those things like Jordan, the Yankees, Coca-Cola, America, pizza. Those are some of the things we'll never abandon. As long as you know me, Kevin, I will have HBO Max, yes.
HBO stands for Hard Boner Orifice.
It's not cable, Kevin. It's HBO. You can bet your fucking ass that Geoff Clark will have access to HBO forever.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I have HBO.
Fair enough.
Max.
All right.
Yeah, Kevin, I do.
Oh, so Shuddy, I watched something on Netflix. Did you watch the new Transformers series?
I did not know about it until tonight. So no, I haven't. I watched the first episode of the new season of Umbrella Academy, and then I paused the second episode, and when the Netflix went to its screensaver, I saw War for Cybertron. So I know nothing about it. I didn't know it existed until tonight.
I saw good things. I thought the trailer looked kind of interesting, and this is probably going to be some sacrilege I'm about to drop here, but I never watched a lot of Transformers as a kid, not out of I don't care for this, I just never found it on. And it wasn't like, today where you just hit guide on the cable box and you can scroll through and see when things are. I think by the time I knew even how to work a TV guide, I don't even know if they were airing reruns of Transformers.
Probably not. I mean, I watched it as a kid. I loved the movie. The movie was something that actually it was something that my parents recorded off of HBO after it aired on HBO. So I had it on VHS.
Damn right.
And I would watch it very frequently. So I've rewatched some of the episodes, and they don't really ring a bell. The movie, though, is very nostalgic for me.
All right, so I don't think I've ever even seen the movie, but I had toys, Transformers toys, and they were fucking dope. They were for sure fun to play with. But I never had too much nostalgia for the TV show or anything. And the movies, I've seen most of the Transformers movies. They're fucking meh. I don't know. Here's my issue with Transformers. All I can think about is how do they fuck? How do they procreate? How do they feel pain? Why is an alien on another planet turn into like an American Mack truck?
They chose those forms based on what would keep them inconspicuous on Earth.
What were they before when they were on their alien home planet?
They don't explain that.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. That's all I can think about when I watch it, and it takes me out of the moment.
You need a better Transformers origin story? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, where are their dicks? Like if they're made out of metal and you whack them, why are they like, oh, Optimus, that hurt me. Brr.
Maybe alien beings don't have dicks. I know we don't really believe in aliens on this podcast, but I don't know. Maybe they just multiply. I don't know.
How about this? Would Geoff suck a dick to get worldwide definitive proof, photo, video evidence of the existence of aliens?
Oh my God. No. I
boo,
know the truth.
Boo.
I know the truth. I'm not sucking a dick to find out what I already know.
You think you know the truth. You don't even know what they look like. You don't know what they're. You don't know what they're.
Dick for you retards to get some wisdom.
You don't know what their spaceships look like. You don't know what the aliens look like. They could look like your typical, big-eyed, gray, communion-looking aliens.
Listen, I'm not the weirdo that wants to see their dicks. That's you, all right?
Oh, please. You would probably suck the alien's dick to get proof of their existence. Okay. I believe you're real now.
So let me get a selfie. Let me get a picture, bro. Let's put this on the gram.
Can you take your dick out of my mouth when we take the selfie, please?
Yeah, they're going to take that picture down on Instagram if I put it up there. No dicks.
But I did watch the first episode of that new season, Shuddy, or whatever it is, the War for Cybertron. Maybe if you're familiar with the characters and the deep cuts and the references, it'll have more of an effect. I just feel like while the animation looked kind of cool, if they made a little bit more effort on it, I feel like it looked kind of like cutscenes from a shitty straight to Nintendo Switch Transformers video game. Like I feel like it could have looked a little cooler. It was right on the border of looking really sweet, but it needed a little something more. And yeah, like I said, I couldn't stop thinking about their dicks. And it didn't make a whole bunch of sense to me, and it wasn't enough. I thought it would be one of those things like Voltron. Didn't watch Voltron as a kid. When the new animated series came out on Netflix, I gave it a shot, and I was blown away. I'm like, this is fucking incredible. I absolutely love this. And I watched it religiously. I thought it was absolutely great. I thought maybe the new Transformer series would have the same effect on me. It didn't grab me.
The headline of the CNET review of it says Netflix's Transformers War for Cybertron is too dark and too short for its own good.
Kevin's problem was that there wasn't enough Transformer dicks.
Yep, no explanation of their dicks is Kevin's review.
Yeah, I want to see Optimus pull his pants down and make ink onk unk onk ink, and then he gets like a truck boner.
Oh, so what if you just saw like a bulge, like it was Dr. Manhattan or something like that? Doesn't Dr. Manhattan have a bulge? His dick's not out.
No, his dick is out.
No, his dick is flapping in the breeze.
Oh, yeah. Free as a bird, that dick.
In the movie?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. And in the comic.
I knew in the comic.
And even in the show.
Yeah, I think
his dick is everywhere,
blue
huh?
Dick.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a nudist, that Dr. Manhattan.
Guess we would have heard Kevin complain about that.
Look, Dr. Manhattan is just a man. I know how men reproduce. How do fucking dump trucks that turn into truck men fuck? Who birthed that thing? I don't get it. Okay?
Yeah.
It's
do
like
they come out that full size or do they grow?
I feel like that executive in Big.
You want to know
Tom
about the
Hanks in
Transformer
Big.
dicks too?
I don't get it.
It's never something I've put any thought into, but Kevin brings up some very valid points.
Do they eat? Do they poop?
What a drop. I didn't think you'd go Josh Baskin. I don't get it. I'll go fucking Mr. McAllister.
Consume Energon. They need Energon.
Oh,
Is that
man.
like their Mountain Dew Code Red?
Let's just talk about Big for the rest of the podcast. I can't stop thinking about that now. I don't get it. Oh, he's a killer. He's vicious. That's a Clark classic.
Oh,
I can speak for my family with that. That's a Clark classic.
I remember seeing that in the theater, and my fucking mom covered my eyes on the scene when they like made out. Because she takes her shirt off, but she leaves her bra on, and then they smooch. And I think my mom thought that those titties were coming out, and she was like, "Nope." And I was like, "Oh, come on!" He's like 13.
I remember seeing that in the theater also.
I was too young to see it in the theater. I don't remember all that, but I remember watching it. I've seen it so many times. I feel like we've talked about Big a lot in this podcast, as we should. It is really one of my favorite movies. I don't get it. Great. Now it's going to be stuck in my head. I got to watch that again.
It's worth a revisit, for sure.
Fucking Mr. McAllister. Did we ever Google what happened to him and why he's not in more movies? He died, right?
I think he did die, yeah. Let's look him up right now. Awesome. Let's see. Yeah, he was a great actor. And I can't get the name fucking John Hurt out of my head. I know that's not his name.
Yeah, that guy, isn't he the...
Whoa! Here's another
President?
travesty. There's, I just typed in Big into IMDb. It's not even any of the suggested results. Big Bang Theory, The Big Ugly, Big Little Lies, The Big Lebowski, The Big Short, Big Mouth, Big Fish, The Big Chill. No Big with Tom Hanks. The
only thing I'll listen to there is Big Lebowski. I love The Big Short, but no way should it come up in a fucking Google search result.
John Hurd.
John Hurd. I just put a T in there. Yeah, John Hurd. Yeah, he died 3 years ago. 71. Wow.
He lived a nice life.
I didn't realize he was that old. Damn. Heart attack got him. R.I.P.
For real. For real.
Well, hey, before
he was acting up until the end.
I already closed the tab.
He just wasn't getting enough. He wasn't getting the love that he was in the late 80s, early 90s, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing I've ever heard of.
He was a great 80s heel.
He had a sick haircut.
That he did. All right, before we get out of here, let's take a listen to some
voicemails. Yay!
And I might be setting myself up for failure here because I haven't checked. It's been a minute. Okay. Let's see what this human says.
What's up, guys? Wolf Knife Flaming Stallion here. Hey, I gotta say, I adopted Kevin's no trailers idea quite a few months back, and honestly, it has made all my movies way better. I watched Palm Springs only because Lonely Island was in it, and that was a 4.5 dicker for me. Also, boy, have those podcasts from March not aged well for Geoff. You dumbass.
Hey, we're not supposed to talk about COVID on this podcast, so Flaming Stallion, that's a bad move on you to bring it up.
You broke the rules. Oh!
How dare you?
I can already see from the shoddy Google transcript that we have a Puminati Elite about to leave a voicemail. Thank you, Flaming Stallion. And I'm telling you, the trailer thing, they really do blow the best parts in the trailer. And then you're left with the second and third tier material upon your first viewing. So if it's a movie you know you're going to end up seeing, fuck it. Don't watch the trailer. And blow their load all over your face.
Yo, what up, Tim? It's the Oracle, a.k.a. the Murmur, a.k.a. Mark Murdoch. I'm just here to talk about a little bit of a accidental boner story. Just listening to one of the recent podcasts. But one of the most embarrassing times of my life was when I was in sort of like Army cadets, except it was a Navy cadet. and I was on a drill team, so I was standing sort of in a square fashion with 16 other people in a line and in a row, and I had to bend down because I got a serious boner, and I pretended to tie my shoe. At which point, the guy who was instructing the drill or yelling orders at us said, "Murdoch, you got to stand up." So I stood up, and I had a giant boner sticking out of the front of my dress pants, and it was probably the most embarrassing thing ever. Mostly because I was looking at that girl's butt who was right in front of me, and I wasn't getting the boner. So,
Oh, no.
let me know if you guys have any bonus. Thanks. Peace.
He must have left that voicemail while he was underwater working on a boat.
Yeah,
his day job.
Got a little fucked up at the end towards there. But yeah, that's a very bad time for an NRB, aka no reason boner. I used to get. But
it sounded like there was a reason.
I feel like just seeing a nice ass isn't enough to just give you a boner out in public. As an adult,
yeah, you need to have better boner control than that.
Yeah. Like, what if that girl like touched your boner with her butt for a second? Are you like jizzing your pants?
You know how much trouble you'll be with those NRBs in my neighborhood?
Yeah, you gotta do, because like the bending forward thing for sure works. That's why it works for the way that I walk, all hunched over and sneaky like. You can never see my boners because I'm like, oh, it's hidden in the crease of my pants. But you have to like bend down and like act like you're grabbing something, like fucking with your shoelaces with one hand, and then with your other hand, like sleight of hand shit, flip your boner up into your waistband. And that's the best way to conceal it.
Wow. You just wax poetic on concealing a boner.
I try.
I'm impressed how well you have that sorted out and strategized.
I've had to hide a lot of boners in my time, Jeff.
Yeah.
I feel like
a lot of boners.
Like in my adult life, most of my NRBs are morning boners. Like it's happened before where I'm walking around like the supermarket. Like if I wake up and I'm just like, oh, I gotta just bang this errand out real quick. Run over to the supermarket, and my dick is like rubbing up against my leg or my pants. That'll give me an NRB sometimes in the morning, and then I have to do the thing where I pretend I'm fidgeting with something in my pocket, but I'm really flipping my penis up into my waistband. You got to get good at that stealth move. The waistband is key.
I feel like girls still notice it.
That's all right, as long as the dudes don't see it.
I don't want dudes ogling my boner.
Yeah. Stop looking at my boner, dude. Looks like there's another VIP who left a voicemail.
You're laughing.
Hey, it's me, Blippy. I'm coming back from my belt, motherfuckers. Suck my ass, cunts.
Oh, man, Blippy is edgy in fucking COVID times.
Yeah, well,
Blippy has a score to settle.
Not gonna cancel his ass.
He got knocked out of the business in a violent way. The dragon came for him. Is he coming for my hardcore title?
He might be.
Or he might be coming for your life or your ass.
Oh yeah. Or he's gonna take a big old poop in your mouth. Blippy's known to shit on his friends.
I'm worried about my ass with Blippy than my life.
All right, let's do one more.
Hey, Dracula.
Yes, Igor.
Would you rather give a blood or suck a dick?
I want to suck that dick.
What was that? What did we just...
I think someone was just like workshopping a bit with us.
It was like that was like an Eastern European accent.
It was Dracula. Jesus.
I don't know. I feel like I placed that accent somewhere around Transylvania.
Yeah, I was gonna talk that out. I was gonna land in Transylvania. Actually, Igor. I thought that was Frankenstein.
It is,
though.
but
all right. Well then,
I feel like that
it's
bit
just
needs a little bit
vague
more work.
Eastern European thing, right? Igor. He's got the Dracula accent. Whatever.
Try again. Bat that one around the writer's room a little bit and try again next week. Those are my notes.
Well, you're the impressionist here, so.
I'm not very good with accents, though. The longer I do them, they all start becoming Indian.
You nail Shuddy's accent pretty perfectly.
Oh, that's true. I'm going to go to Wawa and get a hoagie.
Oh, come on. You ruined it. That's not how he says hoagie, is it?
no, hoagie.
Nah, Shuddy's from Jersey.
Yeah, there's still enough Jersey in me that I don't say things like water.
I wouldn't brag about that,
Water ice.
Water ice.
It's fucking Italian ice, you idiots.
Let's go to Rita's and get some water ice.
Yep.
Wash down these hoagies. Wait, let's see if they're open. Why don't you call them on the phone? Oh, man. Well, hey, if you want to be a part of voicemails, just call 201-472-0139. They haven't taken that away from us yet. I think I got the number right. It's kind of half outside of my head when I rattled that off. You guys fact check me?
I don't think the new
right?
Riotcast owners could take our Google number. That would be scary. If they had that much pull.
They're like, actually, you know what? On your way out, leave the all-seeing Pooh and Leonard the Weed Pickle. You guys can keep Poop Stachio. Poop Stachio is yours. We want the pickle.
Get an eviction notice, a 90-day eviction notice from Laugh Button.
No, we got the fucking pickle. We got the pickle right here. He's staying with us through thick and thin. The Weed Pickle will be here with that fucking stain on his tooth.
Stain. His poopy.
Do you remember?
Either coffee or poopy.
Do you remember how he got that poop stain on his teeth?
I don't remember.
Do you, Shuddy?
Didn't he have a joint?
No, I think Geoff gave him a hit off of the weed inhaler.
Oh.
And it just left that weird fucking tar buildup stain.
Was my fault.
Oh,
Homie's got gingivitis.
It looks like Leonard the Weed Pickle is hosting the show now.
Leonard the Weed Pickle looks all white trashy. Looks like he'd hook up with the Tiger King.
Yeah, anybody want a hoagie? Leonard from Delaware County. All right, friends. Thank you for listening. If you want to be a help, please go to iTunes or Apple Podcasts or whatever the fuck it is and subscribe and hook your friends up with a nice 5-star review. Goes a long way for us. And like I said, 201-472-0139, the Google Voice line number. You can, apparently workshop your fucking comedy bits with us.
Yeah,
if you're,
if you got all your Dracula impressions.
if you've got some skits you're putting on your upcoming hip hop album, you can test those out with us. What else?
Torture motherfucker.
I fucking.
Oh man.
You can follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
At Shuddy Boy.
At Geoff Records.
And at MSPH Podcast. Also, the YouTube channel, if you want to watch this, hey, maybe you're watching it right now. That means you're at youtube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. We're going to try and crank these fuckers out and test this out, see how it goes. If people are feeling it, we'll try and keep this going.
Speaking of the inhaler, that has an obscene amount of views for us.
Yeah, I think that might have gotten picked up by a blog or something. That's the only explanation I can have why that one has so many more views. And then, I haven't looked at it in a while, but I remember there was a comment on there of someone flipping out saying, like, this is why we can't have nice things, because you guys take medicine, quote-unquote medicine, and abuse it on the internet and make it look bad. So apparently that video is very detrimental to the pro-cannabis movement. or just one fucking fart licker.
Oh, he says we're doing marijuana bad. Or we're fucking marijuana's.
We're giving marijuana a bad look by
reputation.
taking a THC inhaler and testing it out on the show.
What an asshat.
I feel like that's just one of those things. If a video gets like 2,500 views or more, some poo-poo head always has to come and be like, well, actually, thumbs down. Ew. Just comes with the territory, Jeff. Just comes with the territory. So, yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe so you can get the updates when we put new videos out and shit. New email, madscientistpartyhour@gmail.com. Hit us up. Send us your thoughts. Pictures of your butt, perhaps, your farting butt. I'm sorry, I cut you off, Jeff. Were you going to say something?
No, I was just going to say talk about all the wonderful things I've done for marijuana, between working on a marijuana website and having baking with Jeffy cakes for years. Yeah. That guy should go back and listen to some of our podcasts and check out some of our content and realize the good that I've done for the marijuana community.
I'm sure they will.
What a pussy.
You guys got anything else you want to throw out there?
Nope. You covered it.
Oh, I did miss one thing, though. Patreon.com/MadScientistPartyHour. Please check it out. We do an extra mini podcast every week, and you can get an invite to our Discord channel and bullshit with us around the clock. And then the $10 tier has all of our additional shows. We all put out our solo efforts. There's tons of videos. There's tons of podcasts. Tons and tons and tons of fucking content. And when you sign up, you get access to it all. So check it out, please. Patreon.com/MadScientistPartyHour. And that's about it, friends. But until next time...
Ooh, hey, something.